Now, let's talk about the future and possibility of a third Ant-Man movie happening. I don't think it's gonna happen. As much as I loved the first two Ant-Man movies, Louise, living legend. Michael Douglas played Hank Pym brilliantly. Paul Rudd is a fantastic Ant-Man. Evangeline Lilly was a perfect Wasp. The movies were incredible. It's not gonna happen. Paul Rudd is getting fans to petition and campaign for a third Ant-Man movie because even he's unsure. With the rumours of these Marvel movies happening, Ant-Man 3's nowhere to be seen. You've got Black Widow and the Eternals coming out 2020. That's about it so far that we know of. But there's been rumours saying that sequels to Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange are likely, as well as a Shang-Chi film. Maybe even some more characters getting introduced. But Ant-Man 3 is nowhere to be seen. Now, where to take the character from here? Personally, if you made a Fantastic Four film, I would get Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas back in their respective roles to help the Fantastic Four. I don't know what it could be, but I don't know, they could be in the Baxter building and then they could call them over because the scientists to help try to cure what they've experienced from the spaceship accident. And then they could realise that they don't have a cure, but they need training because there might be a ragtag bunch of teenagers or however Marvel Studios wants to go in the direction. I'm sure they're going to do amazing stuff with the characters and the franchise. But you could get Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly and Paul Rudd in to help the Fantastic Four mature as a team. You could get them to try to look for cures for Mr. Fantastic stretchy arms, the Thing's indestructible skin, Invisible Woman's invisibility, and the Human Torch's fire powers. And then they could realise that there's no cure in the world, there's nothing that's going to save them, so they might as well just try to cope and live with the new powers and just try to be a family. Which is where Ant-Man and the Wasp could come in. They could maybe offer a little helping hand in training. I'm sure that's going to be funny. If the Thing and the Human Torch have a boisterous friendship like in Fantastic Four 1 and 2, not the Fantastic movie, but the original Michael Chiklis and Chris Evans were obviously, boisterous. It could work, it could be funny. Paul Rudd would crack a few laughs as well. Sue Storm might be, I've got to work with boys now, and then Evangeline Lilly could come in as the Wasp and say get used to it, as in a nice way. She's just got to learn to grow and move on. So things like this could happen. You can have Ant-Man, Hank Pym and the Wasp help train these superheroes and make them learn how to cope with the powers, but after that I can't really see a way for Ant-Man to come back. Doctor Strange is mystical, Black Panther's gonna be set in Wakanda, well the sequel Shang-Chi's gonna be like a martial arts type movie, so unfortunately it's gonna have to be down to Marvel Studios as to where they want to take this movie and the franchise as a whole for Ant-Man. Fans will want a third movie because Marvel are renowned for their trilogies. Let's just not talk about the Hulk, okay. Except from him, everybody else so far that's got a movie has either got a planned trilogy or has had one. But Ant-Man is a totally different character, but he could fit in with the Fantastic Four. Heck, even the X-Men, I don't know. I just want to see Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas just stay in the MCU for just a little bit longer, even if it's just for the next 3 to 5 years or something. They're amazing what they're doing with the characters, and honestly I couldn't have it any other way. So let's just hope that Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige do find a way in order to get them into the MCU for the next 5 years or so.